In this lesson, we will learn how to animate with selection objects. Cinema 4D will allow us to restrict the recording of keyframes to objects that have been added to a node known as the selection object. So this is really neat. Let's say if we had several rigs in our file and we just wanted to focus on keyframing one of those rigs. Well, we can add its controls to a selection object and we're good to go. Let's go ahead and have a look at how this works. What I'll do is go ahead and switch my selection tool to the rectangle selection. Fantastic. Now let's go ahead and grab all of the controls of the red turret. Sweet. So with all of these selected, we can now go to Select, Selection Filter, and choose Create Selection Object. And there it is. You'll also notice under the Object tab, we have access to all of the objects that are within the selection object. So watch this. If we were to double-click on the selection object's icon, we can quickly go ahead and select those controls. How do we add controls? Well, simple. Let's go ahead and grab the selection object, log down our attributes manager. We can now go ahead and select a control on the other rig. I'll go ahead and expand its hierarchy. There we go. And it's just a matter of dragging and dropping. Sweet. So watch. If I were to go ahead and deselect and double click on the selection object, we have all of those nodes selected. Very nice. So that's basically how that works. Now I'm going to go ahead and take that new control that I've added to this list and remove it by simply right-clicking and choosing Remove. Wonderful. Alright, so watch this. Let's go ahead and head over to our animation palette and take a look at the question mark right next to our Auto Keying tool. So this is how we're able to keyframe with selection objects. So notice that we get to either choose active objects, meaning objects we have selected, or our selection object. Right now this name is pretty vague, so it wouldn't do us any good if we were actually using this in a scene. So let's say we go ahead and rename it just to keep things clean and organized. We can call this SEL underscore red turret. Much better. You'll notice that the name is now updated on the animation palette. Sweet. So let's go ahead and put this to the test. Notice if I were to go ahead and grab the blue turret's global node, again making sure our selection object is active, you'll notice that when we try to record keyframes, well, no keyframes will appear on this rig at all. However, if we were to go back to our red turret, you can see the keyframe has been recorded on that rig instead. How cool. So watch this. If we wanted to, we can go ahead and kind of play around here. Let's say, go to frame 20, grab the red turret's global control, and then kind of move that over to the side. And then I'll go ahead and deselect, and watch this. Again, I have nothing selected, right? We can hold down Control and click. Remember, that's one way we can record keyframes in the software. So watch this. When we start to scrub, you'll notice that even though I had no control selected on the red turret, a keyframe has still been made. That's the beauty of working with selection objects. You can see how much time this can save us. Sweet. So I really enjoy using this node as a way to kind of assist me in animating a little bit faster. And you can see why. I mean, it's so flexible. Fantastic. So again, in this lesson, I just wanted to show you how to work with selection objects. Remember, once you've created your selection object, if you ever need to, you can add or remove nodes into your object list. And then remember to activate it on the animation palette when you're ready to use it.